Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Table 501 podcast. This is going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast hosted by me, Ahmed, and two more of my co-hosts. What you guys can expect in the episodes for this podcast are going to be new card reveals, discussions about the meta, relevant card discussions such as new techs, new combos, things like that, our thoughts on the ban list and what Konami could be doing better, or maybe if they could wean off of things a little bit more. Discussions on deck, both past and present. The history of the game in terms of formats and ban lists, and just tier zero decks and crazy stuff that has happened in the past, as well as tournament results, just so we can kind of talk about what's really shining right now and what might need some new support. So without further ado, I'm going to let my co-hosts introduce themselves, and we'll start with you, Justin.
All right. Name's Justin. I'm 24 years old. Outside of Yu-Gi-Oh, I work with dogs. I'm currently working towards being a dog trainer slash behaviorist. I'm into music, gaming, ton of other stuff. Um, Actually, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid, like everyone else that I think here. Getting into the anime, getting cards from my parents, and playing them at school, stuff like that. Um, wasn't really until late high school that I even learned that the game was competitive at all. And back then, I just didn't really understand how to play it very well. I played a lot of just random for fun garbage decks, like some sort of weird cyber dragon rescue roid deck for a while. Um, it wasn't really until about January of 2019 that I got into Yu-Gi-Oh actually competitively. Um, and since then, I've loved it. I've made a ton of friends through it. I actually got into it with my co-host Ahmed. Um,
Hello.
he got me pretty interested and introduced me to Altergeists and showed me a lot of dumb things that a lot of people hate now. And that's kind of what I like about the game. I like playing a lot of control strategies and more grindy decks that a lot of people end up hating for reasons I understand, but I find them fun. So I'm currently sitting on a couple decks, mostly Altergeist and Sky Striker, but messing around with a little Eldritch. So I will send it over to my co-host Shane.
Hey, I'm Shane. I am 24 years old. I am currently working at Costco as a electronic salesman. I got into the game just like Justin, and I'm assuming Ahmed as well. Watching the anime as a kid. Uh, just I thought it was the coolest shit. I got my Yugi, my Kaiba structure decks. Don't worry, they're long gone now, so kind of lost out on that cash. But either way, just like Justin, I didn't really get into the competitive game until midway through high school with actually my co-host Ahmed. This was probably like 2012, 2013. And so we'd go to our local card shop. I mean, I say competitively, but my claim to infamy is playing bad decks, convincing myself that they are good and have potential, and then get upset when they lose to Dragon Ruler. But yeah, that's how I started. I like what I like about Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, I like just the. Actually, my favorite part about Yu-Gi-Oh is deck building. I just like it's like building puzzles. It's just fun, and that's why I come up with the worst decks I possibly can to try to make them work. Uh, so decks I've played in the past. My first, I guess I have to call it a competitive deck because it's the first deck that I actually took two locals and tried to win. Was a Utopia Zexal Weapon rank 4 toolbox deck using cards like Tin Goldfish and Goblinberg to, of course, make Utopia and other useful rank 4s. And along with cards, the ZW equips. After that, I built the Infernity deck. I've played Kirgia Karakuri in Dragon Ruler format. I built a Yosenju deck, even though I didn't get to play it too much because I quit the game. I want to say just before Duelist Alliance or before Clifford's came out. I could deal with Necros, but when I looked at Towers, I was just like, "Yep, I'm out." Um, After that, I played games, other card games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon. Just kind of cycling through each of the big three card games out there until about October 2019, and that's when Ahmed and Justin got me back into the game again. Um, at first, I was kind of disinterested in it, and then I realized they printed more support for a deck that I was going to build or was announced way back when, and that was the Train deck. And I convinced myself that they're good and built them, and they're actually not the worst. And that's actually the deck that I'm playing right now. Considering Fluffle, but yeah, that's pretty much how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh and everything like that. So now I'm gonna pass it back off to Ahmed.
Hello, I'm Ahmed again. You might have heard me at the beginning of the episode. Um, I am also 24 years old. I am currently Justin's roommate. Currently, I work as a pediatric autism therapist as well as a research assistant at a lab, but I just got accepted into medical school and I'm going to be starting that in about 2 months. So I'll be starting my first year. I got into Yu-Gi-Oh just about the same way these guys did, as well as everyone else, just by watching the anime. Because I was a lonely 4-year-old, and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh!" And then I eventually got my parents to buy me packs and stuff. And I remember trading, what was that card? I think it was Great White or something in first grade, and just dueling with like the kids at the playground and everything. And I didn't really understand the game back then because I don't think anyone did. And then I just sort of like stopped playing after maybe like third or fourth grade because I thought it was lame, and I started developing an understanding for what was quote unquote cool and what wasn't. And then I got back into the game because of my cousins right around my sophomore year of high school, so like 2012. And right there, again, I still didn't really understand the game, so I just had my parents buy me like a bunch of random cards. I actually bought the Legendary Collection GX edition, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I can get Armitile, the Chaos Phantom out with the Ravio, Hamon, and Yuria that you get in this." So I had my dad buy me an Armitile, and I built like a 60 card deck just dedicated to turboing that thing out with a bunch of one-ofs in it. That didn't ever work, and I also just didn't understand anything about. I think there were gladiator beasts and dark magicians, and I don't know, just stupid. And then I realized that the game actually has rules and that you can build a deck to win. So I actually built a Crystal Beast deck, which you'd think if I wanted to win, I wouldn't build a Crystal Beast. But I was like, oh, cool, I can get a boss monster called Rainbow Dragon out, and that thing's super cool. So I just built like a Rainbow Dragon Turbo Crystal Beast deck in sophomore year. Um, and I didn't really compete then because I had a lot of anxiety regarding competing, and I still kind of do now. But after a while, I decided that I'm going to actually try playing at locals with Shane. And I don't ever know if I actually played with my Crystal Beast deck. Maybe I did, but that was the first time I really started competing in 2012, 2013. And after that, I realized that Crystal Beast are not meta at all, especially at that time, because that was Dragon Ruler spellbook format, and things haven't really got much better for Crystal Beast since then. So I built Dragunities because they really liked playing Tempest, the Dragon Ruler, and Dragunities were about tier 1.5 back then. And I actually managed to top locals a couple times. I even took my brother's Constellar deck to locals a couple times and topped with that. Um, and then I stopped playing right when Shane stopped playing, right when Duelist Alliance came out and Pendulums came out. And then I just didn't play for like 5 years or something. And I started again last January, so January of 2019, just because I was watching some videos, and so was Justin. Um, like I think these ETH videos, and then I was like, "Whoa! All the cards look super cool. Still, I want to get back into this game." So I started playing True Draco. I know, I'm sorry. And I played that, and then a guy called me mean names at locals, and I stopped playing True Draco. And then I picked up Unchained in November, and I've been loving it since. And now I've been trying to play Dragunities now that they got that sick new support. So I don't know. I just like the game a lot because it's sort of like chess, and it makes you think. You have to think about a couple steps ahead of you. I also really like the art on the cards and just the interactivity of the game. Especially how especially some rogue decks, how they can interact with each other, because it's not just like I built a board. It's like try breaking it or something. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot into the game that I really enjoy. As far as what decks I play, currently I just play Unchained. What decks I have played, I played Armitile, Gladiator Beast, Dark Magician Turbo. I've played Crystal Beasts. I have played Constellar. I played Ritual Beasts, actually. I played Dragunity, and now I'm currently playing Unchained, and I used to play True Draco. And I don't know, I just like these decks because I really like their art, but also they have some level of meta competence to them as well. Dragunity is not so much because, they just died at Nibiru. But hey, maybe that'll change. And that's just about it about me. I don't know if my co-hosts have anything they'd like to add about themselves.
Not that I can think of here.
Shane?
I'm not really thinking of anything other than the fact that, I mean, do any of you guys have any like fond memories at all of like events, specific things that have happened, stuff that we
That's a
should
good
talk about
question.
there?
So I'm actually glad that you brought that up. Because I have never actually competed at a regional, and neither is Justin.
Yeah,
Shane's the only one who has.
Oh dear God.
And
I've
this
only
is when I
been to
was
like a handful of locals myself anyway.
right. So this was back when my competitive anxiety was really high. I made Shane compete at a regionals just so I could watch him and vicariously get the experience from him. And I don't know, Shane, what were you playing at that regional?
Do I have to talk about it?
Yes.
Remember when I said I played that Utopia's Exo weapon deck?
It was that time. Okay.
Yeah, it was. Why do you say it's so disappointed?
Because I was doing Dragon Rulers back when Big Eye was a
Actually,
$70 card.
yeah. That being said, I never had to play against Dragon Ruler. I'm pretty sure because I never made it that far up the
Because
tables.
you
I mean,
tried.
yeah, I, I'm pretty sure I went X3 or I think I only played 3 games and we decided yeah we should probably go. Mainly because I knew what my cards did, but at the time I did not know what anyone else's cards did.
Hmm.
Um, even meta decks because I'm bad at the game. But
How long had you been playing at that point?
oh, it probably wasn't even a year. It was only a couple of
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
I just I still want to go play. I did enjoy it. It was fun. I don't know. It's just like competitive kind of pressure. Uh, even though I was playing Utopia's Exo weapon, rank 4 spam. I don't know. I still love that deck though. It still holds a place in my heart. Because 1 out of every 10 games, you just get the combo, or not the combo, the fucking Utopia with Tornado Bringer and I think it was Lightning Blade, the 2 level 5s. One made it untargetable by card effects, and the other made it like indestructible from card effects. And they boosted the attack by their attacks respectively. And one had 1200, one had 1300, so that you're just sitting at on a 5000 attack Utopia that can't be destroyed or targeted by card effects. And this is, by the way, this is before any of the other Zexal weapon cards came out that made the deck at least a little bit better, or any of the other variations of Utopia. At the time, the only other Utopia card was I think Utopia Ray, or not even like the I don't know. It was one of the other ones that I think like the other iteration. I think was like black and yellow or something like that, and it was just not played at all. And yeah, I took that to a regionals and did about as well as you'd think I did.
And
I'm
then
impressed.
that summer, we ended up going to nationals. Neither of us competed. My dad
Yeah.
decided to
Oh, that
drive
was
us.
dude. That's honestly one of my favorite
Yeah.
memories of
Yep.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep.
It was me, you, and
Um,
Bruder. I'm pretty sure, right?
yep.
By the way, I'm trying to get him back into it. So maybe he'll be on the podcast in the future? Question mark? Probably
It
not.
is. What about you, Justin? Do you have any fond memories of the game?
So I've only been playing for a pretty short time now. But I do remember one time it was me and my friend Alex. You guys know Alex.
Yes.
Um, this is when I was still playing like a 60 or probably close to 60 card Cyber Dragon Roid machine limiter removal deck.
Limiter removal's a hell of a card.
Yeah, see, I didn't have any of the good Cyber Dragon like extra deck monsters. So I just had like the base fusions like Cyber Twin and stuff like that. And what's the one that usually used to OTK? It's the big fusion.
Mega Fleet? Is it?
I
No,
think
no, no.
Mega
Or Cyber End Dragon is the big
yes,
Blue Eyes
yeah.
Ultimate Dragon
Yep,
ripoff.
yep. So I was playing that. That was my win condition. Anyway, so my deck had no card sleeves. I just rubber banded the deck. It was really bad.
Classic.
It was really bad. And I played against a guy who was playing, I don't remember, but like an actual competent meta deck. And he just kind of humored me and just kind of like corrected me because I didn't really know the rules. And I just remember being like really confused the entire time. This is at Evolution Gaming, by the way.
Okay. So was this?
I showed up to Evolution Gaming one time and just got my ass handed to me, and then I spent a bunch of money at the dual terminal to get a bunch of garbage dual terminal cards, and then I left.
Dude, that's still there, by the way.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it's unplugged and everything. It's still there. I see it when I go there. I mean, I haven't been there in a couple months because of everything going on, but
like global pandemic stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much my only time outside of like this year, like locals. I've had a ton of fun at locals so far. But all I can think of.
Cool. All right.
My memories are from like when we like originally, or like me, Ahmed, and Bruder all went from like to Evo, and by the way, naming the locals here, is that doxing? Am I doxing myself? Probably. I don't know. Who cares?
No. No.
Anyways, yeah, all my memories are from there. From the guys who would trade. You were so nervous too, Ahmed. Like so anxious the first couple, and then like by the third time we were there, you're just like running around the fucking place trading.
Yeah.
Like just
I'm
because
still
like
nervous to trade, man.
yeah, you fucking like no,
I'm
but you were
horribly nervous to trade half the time.
No, but you were like treating like fucking stocks. Like you would be like trading size. Like dude, I'm trading online from Reddit. Dude, I'm how much for this, how much for that. But my favorite part of the people that we did are the cool people that we met at like Evo, and even when I went to out to you guys that one time, a lot of the people there were really cool. I don't remember any of their names. I can recognize them, but I don't remember any of their names.
Person.
No, my favorite fucking memory was from when I went out to you guys is playing against the guy who was playing Thunder Dragon still, even after Colossus got banned. This is after that, and going on to game 2, because game 1 I just smashed him with my trains. Going on to game 2, siding in 3 Lancia, shuffling. We shuffled, we cut, and everything. Like I shuffled really well, and opening nothing but 3 Lancia and 2 Jizukiru. And fucking just laughing when I saw the hand. I'm just like, oh my fucking god. So yeah, turn fucking 1, just Lancia, okay, pass, whatever, draw a card. Turn 2 or whatever, like his second turn, Lancia, okay, what the fuck. Turn 3, Lancia, and the next turn you got something fucking up, Jizukiru, and I'm pretty sure I made him upset.
Did you win that game, or did you?
I did win that match. That was one of the. I think I went.
No, did you win that game?
Yeah, no, I won that game. Are you kidding me?
Okay,
Lancia against a Thunder King or not
you
Thunder
gave him
King.
Jizukiru. I don't know.
No, I can pop that and I can crash over it. But yeah, that was that day that I was like running around trying to find an underclock taker, which I think is how I won too.
I just gave it to you.
Yeah,
I literally just
like,
gave you it.
I was
it's
just
like
hey,
a 3-cent card.
Yeah, no, but that was fun. Anyways, yeah. Did you want to send it out, Ahmed, or talk about what we're going to be doing next episode and everything?
Sure. Does anyone have anything else they want to add?
No, I'm good
Yeah,
here.
I'm good.
All right. Well, now that you guys have gotten a little feel for who we are and what we bring to the game, you guys can expect in our next episode, which we are planning on releasing next week, to be about this very controversial ban list that Konami put out, where they only unlimited 3 cards. And I'm sure you guys know what those 3 cards are at this point, but we're going to talk about it, what that sort of means for the game, what that means for ban lists moving forward, as well as the community reaction as far as the PPG ban list that they put out, and sort of what we think about it, if it was a good idea, if it wasn't a good idea, and again, what that might mean for different formats coming up. I'll let my co-hosts sign us off.
This is Justin.
Yeah, this is Shane.
This is Ahmed, and this has been Table 501. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.